to another Capestance vlog, and we shot with Abeed, and it was Shurur's Lexus Alice, bagged on, actually not sure the set of wheels, but I'll put the wheels down below. If you know what the wheels are, comment the name down below. And yeah, we've got Muthaqir here, who literally, the shoot was at 4 o'clock, and at 2 o'clock I'm like, I need an assistant. Actually, I was going to shoot on my own, but this Lexus needed rollers, because to just give that presence of when it's on the road and when it's like low. And yeah, so I said, okay, let me post for someone to assistant, and let's see if I can get someone on our story. And literally in like a few minutes, Muthaqir responded. Was the first one to respond. There was like another few others that also, but I thought, let me just try the first one. And Muthaqir literally lives in my area, so it was like, did you plan it or something?
No, not actually.
I was a little creepy now that I say it over.
It does. Two strangers meeting up
that live in the same area. But yeah, no, it was like literally like the perfect story. And literally as I left, I could pick him up, and because we like have the content creation background, and like we love photography equipment, videography equipment, instantly be able to have a conversation. And because how long have you been following Capestance?
Officially since like 2017, when Capestance did like the first, or to me it was the first OTF that was at the hangar.
Yeah,
at the
OTF 7.
Yeah.
No, that was 15.
Oh, that was 15.
Was it 15?
Could be somewhere there.
No, I'm confused now. I think that was OTF 15. OTF 17 was at Atlantic Film Studios, and 18 was also at Atlantic Film Studios. But anyways,
then it must have,
but one of the OTFs
from that time,
got you started to follow Capestance, and like that's now at like 8 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
no, actually, almost 10 years. You could say close to 10 years. If OTF
7 now, you must deduct 25 from 17, so it's like say 8 years.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So 8 years of following Capestance, and like with that you like build this unspoken relationship, right? Like you like trust almost this person or what, because it's literally a stranger coming to pick you up.
It was. So there was some sort of social media presence that built, the online trustworthiness, I should say.
Because it was like we instantly just connected, and we like shot like we knew each other forever. So
everything worked out quite well.
Yeah, so picked him up at 4 o'clock. Oh, 3 o'clock, right?
Yeah.
And then the shoot was supposed to start at 4. We went to Capestance Plumstead, and so his job today was to assist me with the rollers. So he drove the car, our daily. And funny enough, his day job is also, doing concierge driving, and he's got a lot of chauffeur services. So he's got a lot of experience behind the wheel. So it was like perfectly set up. And I wanted him to also learn something today, because like that's the main thing about when you come and assist in the shoot, right? I want someone to also benefit out of it.
Yeah.
So what did you benefit out of today?
Sure, there's quite a few points actually. I mean, the biggest one being.
But first, give us your background. So like, how often are you shooting? When did you start shooting?
So basically, bought my first camera back in 2018, 2019. It was like
Was that like after OTF?
Yeah, that was like, that was when I started working. When I got a job, I could save up, and then officially I could buy my first camera. It was like a.
And how old are you now?
I'm 26 now.
Okay.
So that was quite a while back. I then bought a Canon.
You were probably like.
I was like 18, 19 back then. Yeah. And then just went from there. Obviously, I wasn't really confident back then. I didn't know how to use a camera properly. So
yeah, but that's how it is when you're in the beginning. And also, did you have anyone to help you that time?
No, it was me and YouTube, and that's how I learned.
That's everybody's best friend. And I've been wanting to grow a network of content creators, and just like even people who are starting and struggling and need help in the automotive industry, to like be there on Capestance and like engage and be able to, if you have a question, you can comment down below and build that network. And like today we literally did that in person, because before that, did you feel comfortable to ask me any questions about gear or like shooting?
Nah, not at all.
But why?
for me personally, because I followed the brand as a fan firstly, so it's like when you message people with like bigger followings than you, they don't usually reply.
Oh, okay.
So it's just like, do you even really want to still waste time by messaging this person?
It's that fear of rejection.
Yeah, that's like, what it is.
Because now you want to be able to message the person, but now you have this doubt of whether this person is going to reject you, and then now you're like, I don't want like that situation to happen with something you're following, whatever. But what you can know is that I respond to almost all the messages, like everyone that messages on the page. Like I personally respond to all of them because I had that same feeling when I was like growing up and following people, and I got many a times people didn't respond, but eventually you get to the time where you message so many people and they don't respond. You're like, oh, it's okay, it's just another one. You desensitize yourself to it. So what I would like to drive from that is like, encourage people, like even on the Capestance platform, if you have any questions about content creation and gear, you can message us and like what we're using, what you need help with. And we did that now on like a personal level. So what did you learn today?
So for me, firstly, I've never used a full frame Sony camera before. I shoot with Sony, but I use a crop center.
What are you using?
So I use a Sony ZV-E10, and then I had a Sigma 56mm f1.4 on it. But basically you got to learn what it's like to shoot with a full frame.
So because he was assisting me, I let him use my second body, which is the Sony A7 III, and it was with a Sigma 35mm, and he... Like, was that your first experience?
Yeah, that was first experience with basically like
the full frame.
A full frame, top of the range.
And how was the experience? It's not top of the range. It's still like it's the entry level full frame.
And compared to the ZV-E10, it's like quite up. But no, personally for me, it was actually very eye opening, and I got to actually play around with some of the settings and see what the differences are between my camera, which is like very entry level compared to
and what was the key things that stood out for you?
For me, key things is composition is like, especially because you had the 35mm on it.
So like I told you in the beginning, like before we started the shoot and all that, I told him like, if you're shooting with a crop sensor and a 56mm, that's like almost 85mm on a full frame. And I don't shoot anything wider, I mean more zoomed in than 55mm at the moment, because maybe on the zoom I'll go to 70 here and there, but that's like just for special detailed shots. But to shoot that as a primary lens is very difficult because you end up
you're very limited.
If you're working in a certain area, you don't have enough space to move around and all that kind of stuff.
Especially with like car photography, a lot of the times you're in very small spaces, like parking lots.
And the car is big itself.
And the car is big itself, so you don't always have like 20-30 meters to stand back to fit the whole car in. So that was something new to me, and something I actually enjoyed quite a bit.
And how did it make you feel? Like, doesn't it make you feel like free up your creativity?
Yeah, it does. It allows you to do a lot more because you can get a lot closer in. You can be more creative.
Yes, exactly what I wanted to say there. It allows you to express yourself more creatively and get a nice composition instead of it being restricted and you don't actually feel what's happening in the environment there. And anything else?
Also, like watching you, like someone who's been a videographer and photographer for a long time, you get to learn new angles and new ways to shoot things throughout the whole process in the last, I would say, 2.5 hours that we were shooting. So something for me to add when I go and shoot for myself again.
So what key things, like what angles and stuff?
So
I just did my motion of things. I don't even know.
For you it's natural. For me it's a bit different.
Yeah, so like that's what I want to basically. You're going to explain to the viewers what you saw and learned so that they can see it, because when I say it, I kind of maybe skip things that I feel like I take for granted and whatever, and I want the fresh eyes to be able to say to the other viewers out there what you learned from first-hand experience.
So from first-hand experience, I've always been someone that's shot primarily photography, so no videography, but recently I started shooting videos as well.
And that's also part of why you came today. Like you wanted to be exposed more to video.
So I didn't have the basic knowledge of how to set a video shoot up, like from start to finish. So, you know, basically today it opened my eyes to even before you switch your camera on, what do you do before that? And you know, like you explained earlier,
that's called pre-production.
Yeah, like you explained earlier, you get the song first and you try and get it in your head, and you plan what you're going to do, and then to be able to see you go out there and do what you planned beforehand was quite interesting, because you know it gives you an understanding. So basically, videography is building a storyline, you know, so people can basically follow your story of this specific.
That is the main thing that like people need to kind of get in the video story is, well, the video world is that in the beginning I also just used to shoot shots, you know, like you go to a spot, you just shoot shots, you put it together, and then you think that's a video. And
so that's where I'm at now, basically.
So we're jump starting you already into like, you know, a couple of years of experience, and it's more just about, I add just a little bit of the key elements to make it like a story. So this was just like the guy going to go buy a drink and going for a nice drive and going to enjoy the view. That's like the moment that we had today, and we made it nice and cinematic, and that's it. But in future, like I'm going to start shooting more stories and a bit more detailed to be able to, you know, tell a bit more of something creative instead of it just being like little moments like this, because I myself am bored. I myself am, I can't even get the word from it now. I myself am bored of the same storyline and the same kind of vibe where it's just like someone doing something somewhere and, you know, rolling shots, location and done. So I'm trying to think about ways of innovating that and making it a little bit more creative and, like, you know, basically pushing the boundaries, because every automotive shoot is just that, you know what I mean? Just like a little bit of a plot, rolling shots and beauty shots somewhere, and that doesn't inspire me anymore. And that's also partly why I don't shoot the cars as much anymore, because I need a car to captivate me, and then once it captivates me, then we can build like a story and all that kind of stuff. And if it doesn't do all of that, I kind of don't do it, because I'm just going to do a half job, and I don't like to do half jobs.
So this kind of reminds me of like my day-to-day job, which is being a tour guide as well, because being a tour guide is basically telling a story to people about you know, our land. So you know,
and you have to paint this land up in different stories, and even though it's like the same place you're living
so
in.
you basically painting a picture of Cape Town through your words for people, so that, you know, when they listen to you, in their mind they're painting this picture. So videography and what you do is, you know, kind of similar to that. You're basically painting a story for people through your creative.
And I mean, now, even just from this little experiment today, you'll be able to see that, like, the things that you're doing, you can implement it into your videography and stuff even easier, because, like you're saying, painting the story, and you can put yourself on the journey, you're taking the people and make that into a video itself, you know what I mean? So anything else before we drop you off?
No, I think just shukran, well, thank you to you for allowing me to be here and experience this with you.
It's a pleasure having you. I was glad I was driven safely by experience. So I hope you guys enjoyed that vlog. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys again soon.